out here in MIA with the amazing Nikita. And so what we're gonna do in this video is show you how you can do Miami, right? But this is like luxury, but affordable, right? I didn't say budget, but affordable. And so I'm gonna show you how I got my 5-star hotel in here in Miami Beach for like 100, and I think it was like 30 bucks a night, versus like $300 a night on their official website. I got the Beamer here, drop top. I'm gonna show you how I got it for about $100 a night, because here's the reality, right? Everyone's out here flexing on the gram. But when you go look at your bank account, you know, when we go look at our bank account, we know the reality of what's happening, right? And so I want to show you, because like I think the average income in the United States is about $50,000 a year. And so I want to show you, say you want to take a nice weekend out here, how you can do it right without breaking the bank. And so I want to just show you how to make the best of your money and time, some little hacks. But anyways, man, we're about to go get lunch. We out of here. Nikita, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Miami, you gotta have a place to sleep, right? So I'm gonna talk about accommodations first, and location matters. So if you want those blue waters, you gotta stay by the beach, and that's what most people know, South Beach, but there's a lot of different options, right? So you also have like Brickell, and that's where you can see some of the high rises, more of the business district. And then you have Wynwood, which is a beautiful up and coming area. When you think of arts and vibe and hipster and just the whole vibe, that's what Wynwood is. So what you're watching, I was in Miami for about 3 months, and I actually stayed in a place called Edgewater, which is in the middle of Wynwood, and Brickell, which is downtown. But I had a friend coming to visit, and I was like, she definitely has to see South Beach. And so I opted for the Lowe's Hotel. This place is fresh, it's beautiful, it's right on the beach. You have this amazing beach access. The food is great, the pool is great, you know, the gym, anything that you could possibly want in like a 5-star hotel, you've got it there. Well, it's actually 4.5 stars. But here's a little hack. So I actually use Hotwire to book it, and I got it for $130 a night, and with taxes about $150 a night. But directly on the website, it is over $300 a night. So you're doing that, you know, for 3 days, you're looking at over like pretty much $1,000 if you're doing it on the regular place, and me paying about $400. And now, I don't need to explain to y'all, it's math. You might be asking, what is Hotwire? No, they didn't pay me for this, but basically this is how I get my amazing rates. They sell unsold rooms, so you don't actually get to see the room that you're booking, but there is a way to reverse engineer the process so you know what hotel you're staying in. But I'm not gonna bore you with it because that's like a 5-10 minute video, but if you click the link in the description and get on our email list, I break down that and so many other like travel hacks to basically make your trip that much more enjoyable and more affordable. But anyway, man, let's get to the rest of the video. So now getting around Miami, you can do your Ubers, right? I highly recommend Ubers. I'm always in Ubers if I'm out late and I'm drinking. But if I'm just whipping around during the day, Miami's that vibe. I want to get the flyest whip possible for my budget. And so one of the things that I love down there is like websites and apps like Toro or Get Around. And so I run it the BMW Z4 drop top because you just want to feel that energy. And I got it for $129 a day. And I was like, yo, that works for the budget, right? We're whipping around, just vibing. And then one of the things is just driving through different neighborhoods. I think that's one of the most fun things to do as well while exploring Miami, because they have some of the most beautiful homes in the world. And then I wanted to kick it up another level. So then I went and got the AMG GT Benz. Man, this thing moves. And I got paid like $250 a day. So it's not the most expensive. I mean, it's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. But if you actually get it for like the rental agencies down in Miami, they actually hit you for about $1,000 a day for the GT. And then on top of that, they normally make you put like a $5,000 deposit down. So with Toro, the most you'll ever put down is a $750 deposit. And I was like, for these prices, it's making sense. So I just want y'all, if y'all want to do the car route, I highly recommend Toro. And then you can just see the ratings too, right? It's like anything on Amazon. So if a seller or a renter has a good rating, like, okay, I'm probably gonna have a good experience. So just check their ratings to make sure you're dealing with someone legit. And probably the most fun way I get around in Miami is actually on the Can-Am. So that bike that you saw me intro this video on, I absolutely love it. I loved it so much, they didn't have any for rent, so I actually bought one. And this is how I whipped around so much of the time in Miami. But the thing is, I left it down in Miami and I left it with my homies at Moto. So if you actually want to pick it up, you can go see them. I'll talk about them a little bit more towards the end of the video. And the amazing thing about the Can-Am, it's like a go-kart. So you don't have to be switching gears or anything. You just literally hit the acceleration and then you move it. And it's a lot safer, obviously, than a motorcycle because you're balanced with on two wheels. But anyways, man, I feel like a big ass kid every time I'm on the Can-Am. So one of the best times that I had in Miami was definitely the helicopter with my mom. It was her birthday week, so I was like, yo, I gotta take care of you. And one crazy thing is, my mom's always wanted to be a pilot, so anything in the air with aviation, she absolutely loves it. And we did it at sunset, and I tell you on everything, this is one of the most beautiful ways to see the city. And there's no other way that you can do it like that unless you're in a helicopter. And so we're flying over the beautiful homes, going along the coast, and it's just one of those experiences that you're gonna remember forever. I know my mom will as well, and so it's just such a special experience. Pilot was super dope and professional, on time, even though we were late. I can't recommend them enough. They'll take care of you, and the price was so amazing for the experience that you're gonna have for a lifetime. So the most memorable experience for me dining was hands down Barton Cheese. This place is unbelievable. When you're talking about an experienced restaurant, from the moment that you walk in, because it looks like a little normal house, and you're like, okay. And then when you get in, you're like, what the hell is this place? And I'm not giving them big props because they opened the place for me like Godfather and for the restaurant for me during the day. But I'm telling you, every single detail matters because the owner is actually an artist. And when you talk about they curate the experience from start to finish, I mean it, from the cocktails, and you'll be like, what the hell is coming out? I've never seen anything like this. The food, the detail is literally an art show when you're getting your food. And the crazy thing is they switch it up, I think every 30 to 45 days because they are artists and they just love to create. And another thing, please make sure you have a reservation or you are going to be looking goofy showing up to the door because a lot of times they're booked out for literally weeks, sometimes months in advance. But I'm not gonna spoil too much because I don't want to take away the element of surprise, but I guarantee you when you go there, this is one of these things that you are going to remember for the rest of your life. And let them know that that passport heavy boy sent you. They might have something special for you. One of my favorite things in South Beach, and it's definitely affordable, is actually free, is just walking around. I love walking around because you never know who you're gonna run into. You never know what vibe you're gonna see. And so when me and Nikita were walking on South Beach, we were just looking for a place to vibe at, and then we came across this place called Savoy. They're like, hey, come on in, come on in. Next thing you know, we having a few cocktails, vibing. It's real low key, the drinks were super affordable, and these are the things that I love about Miami. And so one thing that we have as well is a guide for Miami. So no matter what your budget is, if you have a budget or you have a luxury budget, we have full guides to the city so you can enjoy them no matter what type of budget you have. Because the way I experience Miami now is not the way I was experiencing Miami 10 years ago. And so I want to make sure I don't forget anyone, so link will be in the description. Make sure you don't miss it. And you know it's not an official passport heavy video until your boy gets his haircut. And so I always go see my boy Gunther at Stella Miami Cuts. This place is fresh, they got the artwork, it's in Wynwood, so it's only like a couple minutes away from the crib when I was living there. And they just always take care of you, professional, always on time. Even my boy Cannon had to get right, get fresh, but highly recommend them, they don't miss. So talking about food, I gotta give you another spot. Say you're more low-key, because Barton is like sensory overload. And so for my mom's birthday, I wanted to take her to a more low-key, real player-like spot. And that was definitely Lamar at the Oriental Hotel. And as soon as you walk in, you can feel the vibe. You know it's kind of piano kind of vibe. You have a nice little outfit on. People are acting right. It's not gonna get too crazy. The cocktails are amazing. The food is incredible. And the service, you just know you're gonna get something consistent. If you want that low-key spot where they don't miss, this is where you take your mom, or you're having a date, or you're just having a nice business meeting. This is where you go. You want to see me smiling nonstop? Put me on a yacht, give me a drink, and give me a good view with good people, and I can't miss. And so yachts are such a big part of the Miami culture, and we're on yachts all the time in Miami. I won't even lie to you. But the value is actually not that bad. So the kind of yacht that you're seeing, we did them a few times, what you're seeing in the video, and we did them quite a few times at night. One time for Yuri's sister's birthday, was turning up with the fam, have my boy Chris Lyons out. And then another time, we're just hanging out with some more friends, we're vibing. And it's one of the most beautiful things that you can do at night. You drive through the downtown areas, you go through South Beach, you see these beautiful homes on the water, and it's about $300 an hour. So say you do it for, or I think one we did was $350 an hour, and we got it on Get My Boat, which is like Airbnb for yachts, and also jet skis, anything, any kind of water vessel. And you can have up to 12 people on there. So say you do it for 3 hours, that's like $1,000. That's less than $100 a person for memories that you're gonna have for a lifetime. I promise you, if you go to Miami, please get out a yacht. You will not regret it. And another thing that's super fun for about $100 an hour is you can rent a jet ski. And then you can go wherever you want to go, and it's just one of the most fun, adrenaline-packed things that you do. You know, cruising around the yachts, pulling up to different people, jumping off and going swimming. Yuri inadvertently, because Chris is a wild cowboy, took a swim. I think he almost lost his phone. But yo, I can't recommend, if you like jet skis, Miami is one of the best places to do it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said I love walking around Miami. And there's this amazing neighborhood called Wynwood. It's known for its decor, its artwork, they have galleries. And so most people are always going to South Beach, but a lot of the people in the know, or you call them the cool kids, they hang out in Wynwood, right? And they have amazing bars and restaurants. And when we were walking by, we pulled up to like this boutique little cocktail bar. It was beautiful. We got a few margaritas to go. And Nikita's doing her dance because she's actually incredible. She's a professional Pilates teacher as well as a professional Brazilian dancer. You know, does the whole moves. I was like, yeah, I can't move like that. You do your thing solo. And then when she was dancing, next thing I look over, I see this dude did it. I was like, bro. And the crazy thing about him, if you're in Miami, you know this dude because I was there for 3 months and I saw him 3 or 4 times in different places all over Miami. And this is just the kind of energy, like I said, you never know what you're gonna run into just walking around Miami. And then after all that dancing and vibing, we stopped by this amazing restaurant that had crepes and it had chicken wings and vibe. And it was also, like I said, art is not understated in Wynwood. They had a whole gallery behind where you could buy the art, and it's a real quick, if you want to just get a quick bite versus going to these fancy spots, this is an amazing place where you could pick up a quick bite to eat. I don't need to tell you it's hot in Miami, so people love to go swimming. And one of my best experiences was going to the Venetian Pool. You want to do something historic. I think this place was built in like 1924, and you can see all the amazing legends that have been there before. And it's low-key in the cut in Coral Gables. And so one of these things that we just did one afternoon, highly recommend it. If you don't do it, it's not going to kill your trip, but I recommend it. You ever seen that 50 Cent video? Use a window shopper.
Use a window shopper.
That's how I felt. I rented this little ass scooter and my ass was too big for this shit. But so I was at Luxo and I was like, yeah, this ain't the style for me. But I love them, they dope, because they actually got the big boy bike. They got the Ducatis, any kind of amazing bike, they have it. And on top of that, I let them hold my Can-Am. So this was the spot, they're super professional. They have this beautiful space. It's also in Wynwood. And so if you go though, I know my bike goes for about 300 a day, but if you come and say you with the Passport Heavy gang, they're gonna give you the family rate. So let them know that you with Passport Heavy gang and they're gonna take care of you. I could go on and on about Miami. I was there for 3 months and I can't wait to get back. And so if you want to enjoy Miami to the fullest, make sure you click the link in the description for our full Miami guide, because there's so many things that we've done that obviously are not included in the short video. And also, if you want to connect with Passport Heavy members, make sure that you click the link in the description and jump on our email list. This is where we have that. We also have merch dropping, the PH merch. This shit is fly. I'm so excited of it, and I can't wait to see y'all out rocking and tagging me on social media. I love to see it. So I got to give a big shout out to the Passport Heavy fam. So Mr. Bandana Yuri, who you've seen shooting and editing a lot of these videos, he shot this entire video by himself. And shout out to Isaiah McNeil, our composer. I don't need to say much. You're always bugging in the comments. Where'd you get this music from? It's custom, baby. That's how we do over here. Custom scores for each video. And shout out to Talia for producing this episode and making sure that we had the right itinerary. And of course, an extra big shout out to Nikita. If y'all looking to do Pilates, even online, or you want to learn that samba dance, make sure you hit up Nikita. She is one of the best in the world and her spirit is so beautiful. And I want to give a big shout out to y'all, man. We love reading the comments when y'all come up in the streets and say what up. And when you pull up to these businesses, let them know Passport Heavy gang sent y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all out in person. But anyways, man, we'll see y'all. Appreciate it and enjoy Miami as much as we had. Mom's making me get water from my ocean.
That's a shoe. No. That's it now. God, you come. Oh.
I got lunch for the for the lunch.
I know. No, I think you more water.
Right here. Grab it. Oh no. It's like, ah.
I got it. Mom, why you doing this to me? Look what my mom does to me. Now I got my sugar because she wants some ocean water. I gotta do it. One love.
For love.